Hi guys, it's Mindful Monday, and today we are going to be doing an observational drawing practice. In today's mindfulness activity, we are going to be slowing down and truly taking a look at what is actually there. We walk around in the world, never really focusing or honing in on the things that are in front of us. So this activity is allowing us to not stop and smell the roses, but stop and see the roses. Instead of a rose, we are doing a daffodil. So I want you to really focus on all the lines, the shapes, the textures, the colors, where parts go in the daffodil, where they pop out. And we're using observational drawing techniques to recreate all of those parts. So let's get started. All right. So we're going to focus on looking and seeing all the parts of this beautiful daffodil. The practice today is a contour drawing and cross contour drawing. And this is training our eye to see, imagining all of the parts of the flower. So we're not allowed to pick our pen up. We're going to be using a pen because you're not going to erase. This is a non-erasing activity. So no pencils, no erasing. All right. We are going to find a starting point and just imagine our pen is going around that part of the object. And I'm going to go ahead and get all the parts. So if it looks like I'm going fast, it's because I am going fast. And not worrying about things that are overlapping. Not worrying about messing up, just kind of getting it on the paper. All right, and then I'm going to come back down in here, and I'm going to get this inside part of the flower. It's going in and out and around, and it should look really expressive and not perfect. I'm going to get these little, those little things inside of there. I have to look up my flower terminology to know what those are. There's the stem. There we go. Okay. And once I have that, I have the basic kind of idea of it. I'm going to also try and get some of the texture. So wherever I see little lines or where it gets darker, I'm going to use my pen to sort of add some little darkness, dark areas, the little lines in the flower petals, to make it more interesting and more fun. After we do our pen, we are going to be using some watercolor to paint our contour drawings. I do need to do the stem too, and it looks like I have this little piece of the leaf on the stem there. Okay, so I'll get that first, and then I notice the stem comes out a little bit. I'm just gonna have it go down like that. Come back up. All right, and this is our part of our flower. I just drew the one part because I didn't want to make it too complicated just yet. So I noticed this other part comes out of the top here. So if I'm looking at it like this, I can kind of draw this big part here. I'm going to start with that, kind of come up, and then my petals start. And this flower is facing the side, so it's a little more complex, but if you just follow it, don't pick your pen up, just follow the line, then you can do it. So don't be psyched out because it's facing the side. Just getting that middle part there, some lines in there. This part comes up, and this goes around, coming down. All right, so there's the very shape of it. I'm gonna add some lines, textury lines. some lines back here. Alright. So this is our basic, let's see it, it's a little windy out here. Our basic contour line drawing of our daffodil. So I can continue to draw this, I can draw it again, or you can just leave the one daffodil on there. It's up to you. I'm gonna draw another one down here because I want to make it a little more interesting. Now that we have our awesome contour line drawing, we are going to add some watercolors. So one thing you want to keep in mind with the watercolor is to keep it simple. Only choose a couple colors. You don't want to make a big messy watercolor mud puddle. So I'm going to start with yellow, just filling in the flowers with different shades of yellow, orangey yellow, yellowy yellow. Don't worry about going outside the lines. Be expressive. It doesn't have to be perfect. I love watercolor with pen because you can paint right over top of it, and because it's transparent you can see all of your lines right underneath. So next I'm going to use my green for my stem, just going right over top of them, not worrying about going outside the lines. Again, being very expressive and keeping it simple. So once you have your stem and your flowers painted in, you can add some splatters. I like to splatter by holding one paintbrush underneath the other and tapping. So make sure your watercolor is watery enough to where it actually goes off of the paintbrush. Finish up by adding a background if you like. I probably should have put that on before my splatters, but I was just in the moment going with the flow. The more water you add to your watercolor, the lighter it gets. So I'm just going to let it fade down into the bottom of my paper until I like what I see. So have fun, be creative, make it yours. Don't add too much to make it look like all the lines are gone. I hope you had fun with this activity and you were able to sit and focus and enjoy the present moment.